the Blue Bell nightclub.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hold on, Sarge. Car leaving the scene, heading west on Felden Road, green Ford Escort. Hey!
Loxton.
Suspect leaving the scene on foot. Male, IC1. Wearing a blue bomber jacket, blue jeans and a wool cap. Heading into the north end of the mile.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1.
Go ahead, Dave.
We're in the vicinity of the mile now. ETA 3 minutes.
Hey! Stop!
All units in the vicinity of the Bluebell nightclub. Suspect on foot, heading south down the mile.
Stop, will ya? Stop! Come on, son, come on. Let's have your best. Come on. Let's have you now. Come on, Frank! Leave it!
Urgent assistance. Urgent assistance. Alleyway off Miller.
Loxton.
Hang on, Kath.
Tom. All units. Officer in need of urgent assistance. Alleyway in the vicinity of the mile.
Mill Lane?
Off Mill Lane.
North end of the mile, Dave.
Down there.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Leave it.
We're on Mill Lane now, Sarge. Where's the alley?
To the right, Kathy.
Off to the right, Dave.
Problem, lads.
It's the wrong alley.
Try Miller's Yard.
Yeah, we're on our way. We're at Miller's Yard now, Sarge.
Understood. The alley should be almost ahead of you, just across Ash Lane.
Sierra Oscar from 340.
Go ahead, Dave.
Right. We're with Steve now. He looks injured. There's a man unconscious. We'll need a couple of ambulances.
Understood.
Tone. He's not breathing.
A fight?
Apparently. Loxton was standing over him when Stamp and Quinnan arrived.
Any witnesses?
Not as yet, sir. That's the idea on their way.
Right.
How is he?
Head injuries, incoherent, possible concussion. Been in a fight.
Is one of you coming with him?
Yeah.
I'll bag it for evidence.
All my father's in his hospital. I must see him. Can you help me? It's Ali Street.
Is this the other one?
Lacerations and a possible fracture.
Right. Name?
Steve Loxton.
Mr. Loxton? Mr. Loxton?
Is he going to be all right?
Probably. Take him through here, please. At the moment, I'm more concerned about Mr. Wilson.
How's he doing?
A fracture to the base of the skull. Someone must have hit him pretty hard.
And you're sure the injured man was Wilson?
It's Frank Wilson, all right. Loxton's lucky to be alive.
Wilson.
Yeah, they're taking him for a brain scan.
They'll be lucky.
Kingston dilated.
Where's Loxton?
X-ray.
He's arrested. Put out a crash court!
Atropine and adrenaline.
Dave.
Assistantly.
Yeah, go ahead, Kath.
Andrew, you still here?
Thought I'd better see this one through, sir. Stamp and Quinnan have stayed as well.
Any further developments?
No, sir, they're on the way here now.
Morning. What about the villain?
Named as Frank Wilson. He's still touch and go.
You sure Loxton hit him?
Not entirely.
Well, whatever happened, it was clearly a case of self-defense.
Sorry, sir.
News from the hospital. Frank Wilson died 15 minutes ago.
Shall I get onto AMIP, sir, or do you want to?
No, I'll deal with it, thank you.
Oh, he's on the crime case at the moment.
Oh, right. Well, D.S. Gregg's in charge of the incident rooms. Ellison?
Sir.
I believe you already know Detective Superintendent Meadows. This is D.S. Hayman.
What action have you taken so far?
We've got house-to-house inquiries underway, sir. Nothing as yet, and we're looking for the car.
Has anyone talked to the lad?
No, sir, we're still waiting.
Well, we've got a man at the hospital.
Got the weapon?
Sir.
Right. Get a forensic report.
Yes, sir.
What's Loxton like?
Well, potentially, he's an excellent officer.
Potentially.
He's had a few lapses of judgment in the past.
Is he likely to have had a go at this bloke?
Well, I'd rather reserve judgment on that till we've had a chance to talk to him.
Wilson's family.
Josie? I was going to tell her.
Send Viv. I want to know if she knew what her old man was up to. You go through his known associates.
Right.
I want this sorted. I don't see why we should get walked all over just because Wilson got what was coming. Loxton did us all a favour.
What killed him?
Cardiac arrest resulting from head injuries. It's considerable damage to the back of the brain where he'd been hit, actually. Mr. Loxton.
All right, Steve.
Sir.
Keep it brief.
Hello, Josie. What? Can I come in? Yeah.
So, what happened?
I can't remember.
You don't remember?
I can't remember. I can't remember anything after coming out of the station.
You don't remember chasing a suspect?
No, sir.
And you don't remember radioing for assistance?
No, sir.
Or anything after that?
No, sir.
So you have no recollection of anything after leaving the station?
That's right, sir. So exactly what did happen?
You're sorry. You're sorry!
What was Frank doing at the club?
Robbing it, I expect!
Look, we can
Don't
stand
ask
here
me
all
what he was
day.
doing. What were you lot doing? What was that copper doing? Why don't you ask me that?
You'll be suspended from duty pending an investigation.
So what you're saying...
No, I'm not saying anything.
You're saying I killed this bloke?
You were found holding your truncheon. The man had head injuries. It looks like he was hit with a police stick. Now, in deciding how he was killed, I have to take into account every scrap of evidence. And that includes the evidence of your testimony.
I can't remember.
Well, I'll keep an open mind. There were no witnesses. So if you remember anything at all, it'll be in your best interest to let me know straight away. All right?
Tone. There was a cab. Miller's Yard.
Cab?
Yeah. Yeah, just before we reached Steve.
You sure?
Yeah, it pulled away when we got there.
How many maroon cabs are there in London?
It might not have been maroon, it was a sort of a red, you know?
Oh, that makes it much easier.
It's the nearest thing Steve's got to a witness.
Yeah, okay, we'll check out the local firms. Why don't you two get off home, eh?
Cheers. I don't believe it.
What?
I've been looking at his file. A few months ago, Loxton arrested a man outside a pub. During the course of the arrest, the man suffered cuts and bruises.
Yes?
He claimed that Loxton roughed him up.
A claim that he was unable to substantiate.
Well, that's not the only incident. I'm sorry, sir, but having talked to the lad and looked at his record, I think he's covering up.
For what?
Well, maybe he lost control.
Loxton acted in self-defense in face of what was a vicious assault. Frank Wilson, aggravated assault, GBH, malicious wounding, one charge of attempted murder. Man's an animal.
Well, I tend to agree, sir. But somebody still hit him hard enough to kill him.
Well, if it was Loxton, he would have done what he instinctively and honestly felt was necessary to preserve his own safety in a moment of unexpected danger. Yes, come in. Yes, Alistair.
Forensic report on the stick, sir.
The blood on Loxton's truncheon matches that of the dead man's.
Yeah, well, you know what Steve's like, don't you?
Not exactly Dixon or Doc Green. So you reckon he's lying?
About what?
About losing his memory?
Wouldn't you? I don't believe him. And I don't think anybody else will either.
Josh and Jim are trying to track down the cab Quinn and so.
Needle in a haystack job.
Wilson's known associates.
Sir?
Apparently he's worked with these before, so I'd say whoever was driving the car was probably one of those. Taylor?
In Parkhurst. McKenna can't drive.
Dennison?
Possible.
See what you can find out.
Josie giving you anything?
Nothing, Gov. Reckon she's not seen Wilson for months.
Do you believe her?
I reckon so. They're not exactly close.
So, looks like the Dirty Dozen's all we've got to go on. Run and past Loxton, see if they jog his memory.
Cracker. Frank Wilson, who's he working with?
How should I know?
You used to know him.
Used to. Like I said, he's a nutter.
He's dead. This morning.
In that case, there might be a name.
No.
This one?
No. No.
None of them?
Sorry, mate, no.
You're not having me on.
No, I am not having you on. I don't remember anything after coming out the station.
So what's the problem? We're looking for a cab. Not certain of its colour.
You got your work cut out. We've got black, white, Goodwood green, Brookwood green, maroon, red.
Yeah,
brown.
red or maroon.
Well, that's the maroon, that's the red. What do you reckon?
Red.
Carmine red. We've got 7 of them. You want all the names?
Yes, please. Right then. This could take all day.
Yeah, well, I reckon Steve Loxton would like to think that every effort was being made. Wouldn't you?
The driver of the stolen car was Derek Kavanagh.
Doubtful Derek?
That's what he said.
You sure this snout's all there?
Yeah, I know, but he's absolutely certain. Kavanagh teamed up with Wilson 6 months ago.
Well, if he did, he got well out of his depth.
You think you can find Kavanagh?
Yeah, no problem. He's got a lock-up near Josie's place on the estate.
Get cracking.
Will do.
Well, out of this list of 7 names, 2 work for a computer control company, the rest are owner drivers.
So what was our man doing?
Looking for a fare. At 4:30 in the morning? Special job.
The airport?
Could be.
Nah, he'd be cruising around just on the off chance. If he was making a pickup, or just made one, it'll have been ordered by somebody.
Then it must be through a company.
Correct.
Oh, thank you very much. Hello, Steve.
No witnesses, in over his head. Goes a bit too far and wallop. But he's got to do something, isn't he? I mean, whichever way you look at it.
Sarge!
That's him.
Yep.
Burnside from Roach.
Burnside.
I'm in pursuit of Derek Kavanagh. Just left the Wilson flat. That's it. Gotcha, Kavanagh.
Right. We just picked up Kavanagh.
All right, Ted, get a panda to bring you back. Oh, and tell Viv to bring Josie in.
Okay.
If it comes to trial, sir.
I really
If
don't
it
think-
does.
If it does, it will depend on the particular facts and circumstances of the incident. Now, obviously, that will be for the jury to decide, but I'm sure they'll see matters clearly. You're a police officer acting in self-defense. You'll almost certainly be acquitted of any charges brought against you. The bottom line is you'll walk away from this, Steve.
The bottom line is I killed the bloke, sir. Can't walk away from that, can I?
One red Hackney off the road since yesterday. Road accident, they said try DR cars.
Right.
Derek, we know that you and Wilson were teamed up. We know that you've been working together for the last 6 months. Come on. We've got 5 burglaries on the Cockcroft estate with Wilson's M.O. Now, when we search your lockup, Derek, what are we going to find? We've got the escort placed at the scene.
I'll wait for my solicitor.
Now, you were in the car when it all went wrong, Derek, and I want to know what happened.
I said I'll wait for my brief.
Fine. But your mate is dead, and there's a copper in hospital. Now, either you saw what happened, or you were involved in it. So while we wait for your brief, you'll have plenty of time to think of what you want to tell us.
But it will be on my record, though, won't it?
Yes. Yes, it will.
I was going to go for my pink card as well. That's what I've always really wanted.
There's no reason why you shouldn't still apply.
With respect, sir, I think if they see I've already killed a man, there's not much chance of issuing me with a gun, is there?
I can't guess how other people will react. All I can say is if I were you, I would still apply.
Thank you, sir. I'll give it some thought.
Well, anyway, I must get back to the factory. Come and see me when you're up and about again.
I will do, sir. Thank you for coming in.
You shouldn't be doing this to me now. I can't think straight.
I just want to know what Derek Kavanagh was doing at your place. Then you can go.
Look, come on, the quicker we get this...
Hold on, I don't want to go in there like this.
I won't worry, love. No one's going to be looking at you.
It's not for them, it's for me. There you go. One of your lot killed my dad. And I'm not going in there with my head down.
Local yobster. TDA merchant teamed up with Wilson. Fancies himself as a wheelman. Personally, I wouldn't trust him with a Sinclair C5. Hello, Josie.
In there.
The daughter.
I'm about to take a statement from her, sir.
Good.
What was Kavanagh doing at the flat?
Why don't you ask him?
Because I don't think he'd tell me the truth, Josie.
You're right. They're like kids.
Who?
My dad. Him.
Come in. Oh, thanks. What was he doing at you and your dad's?
They always involve me, you know?
Why did you run, Derek? Look, you're only making it worse on yourself. Why did you run? I'll tell you what I think. I think you were involved in that business this morning and you went to Josie to tell her so. Now, if you weren't, you better start talking.
That round at Catford, has he done it yet?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Norman. I don't know anything about it.
Hello, mate. We're looking for a cab. Oh, yeah? Yeah, a Carmine Red Hackney. Yeah, well, what's happened?
Well, I want to talk to the driver. He could be a witness. Have you got any?
Yeah, we've got a couple.
Were either of them out last night?
You're right. He was involved.
He told you what happened, didn't he, Josie?
Yeah.
To your dad?
Yeah.
Don't you think you better tell me?
It weren't just the two of them, my dad and Kavanagh. Another bloke turned up.
Alan Royal. He dropped off the fare on a mile before Steve called in. He also drives a red cab.
Right. Call in as soon as you've seen him.
Will do. There's a lot for your lot. Who's that then? Alan. Special constable, isn't it? Come on, Jim.
Sir. According to Josie Wilson, there was a cab driver in the alley with Steve.
Yeah, understood. We're at the house now. He's home.
Mrs. Royal?
Can I help?
Yeah, Detective Constable Lyons, Sunhill.
Is your husband in, love?
Yeah. Come in. I'll get him.
Thanks a lot, love. Cheers. All right.
Oh.
It's all right, Sue. I think I know what this is about.
It's all there. How's your bloke?
Got some bruises.
It's lucky you were there. Yeah. So, you prevented him from attacking PC Loxton, and he attacked you? Yeah. I don't know why he didn't just run. I mean, we could both hear the car. I got hold of him over by the cab. Suddenly, I couldn't get him off me. He went berserk. The stick was in the front of the cab. He made a grab for it. And? I got there first. Why did you leave the scene? Well, I could hear the area car arriving. I knew your bloke would be all right. And I know it sounds dozy now, but I had a fare to the airport. I just wanted to get off, get home. He'd have killed me. Yeah, it probably would.
I'd like to congratulate you all on a good result. I need hardly point out that it's made particularly gratifying by the unusual circumstances. I think we may all owe Loxton something of an apology. I intend to find some way to make that tangible.
All right, Steve?
Yep.
I've got some good news for you. You didn't stick that geezer. He was in a fight with a cabbie just after you passed out. We got him down the nick. You're in the clear, Steve. Management's talking about a commendation.
Thanks a lot. Tell them from me. They can stick it.
Steve?